Rainbow Dash, you try to get rid of winter. What? Okay. So yeah, this is episode 4 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 5. And this one's called Tanks for the Memories. You get it? They replace the word thanks with tank. And, yeah, pretty much. So this episode pretty much is very similar to a very similar idea to the fourth Superman movie, Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. In that movie, Superman tries to get rid of all the nuclear bombs, and in this episode of episode 4 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Rainbow Dash tries to get rid of winter, like completely stop it from coming, by herself. As soon as I heard about that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be that horrible movie again. But no, actually, the story is actually more about her friendship with her pet tank. And let me tell you, it's crazy idea of what she does. But okay, how it begins is that Rainbow Dash is with her pet tank while they're preparing for winter because winter is coming. But then she starts to realize that Tank is falling asleep, that he's very drowsy, and somehow she tries to figure out what's wrong with him. So what they do is that Rainbow Dash heads to Fluttershy to see what's wrong with him, and Fluttershy automatically tells her that he needs to hibernate. And when you hibernate, that means that he's going to sleep for the entire winter. And Rainbow Dash does not believe it herself and literally tries to make sure he does not hibernate for the winter. So, of course, she gets really upset, and then she thinks of an idea, which is actually very similar to how the Grinch came up with an idea to stop Christmas from coming. So it's kind of a mixture between the ridiculous plotline of Quest for Peace and also the emotions of how the Grinch stole Christmas. She even does the Grinch grin. It's just so funny that I don't know what it is. She also makes this really pissed off face, which is one of the most funniest faces I have ever seen in the show so far. They have a lot of funny faces, but this is probably my favorite so far. So what she does, she tries everything to get rid of, all of everything to plan for snow. She tries to get rid of the clouds. She tries to get rid of the leaves being picked up. She tries to stop Pegasus from fixing everything and trying to make winter happen, but it completely, they are one step ahead of her and she can't figure out anything. Plus, while she does that, she sings a song, and my gosh, did her voice pretty much hit the park. Ashley Ball is probably a fantastic singer. I do adore her music and how she sings in the show and some of her music that she's done on her own. I really like the song this time. Mostly, I just don't like the singing in the show. I'm really kind of against it in some way. But this is one exception where I really like the song. It's very heartwarming of what she's trying to do. And I thought her voice matching with the character Rainbow Dash was executed very well. So yeah, that's pretty much a very awesome song. But of course, continuing on, she can't do anything. But then she thinks of an idea. She seems to stare at Cloudsdale and finds out that the source is pretty much at her hometown. So she goes to Cloudsdale and goes inside the factory, the Winter Factory. Never seen that before. So she literally goes in and it's just all chaos and madness of cartoonish goodness. Literally everything she tries to do, everything goes wrong, and literally the whole factory explodes, and she literally falls off into the ground. And thinking that she pretty much stopped winter, she actually made winter happen more faster. And winter finally came, and her plan was destroyed. So now she literally is very upset. We see a scene on where she's in her house, literally resting with Tank. And let me tell you, this is probably kind of a very out of character moment for Fluttershy. It's not as bad as putting your hoof down, but she says the biggest thing that I never thought that she would say. She tells the truth to Rainbow Dash, saying, "You're going to live winter with Petless." And as soon as she says that, Rainbow Dash burst out crying. And yeah, this is probably the second time she has ever cried in the show so big. The first time is May the Best Pet Win. She cried a little in the Super Squeezy Cider 6000, I don't remember. That's a very long name for an episode, a little bit. And she cries so much in this episode, it lasts for like 2 whole minutes. And her friends start crying. And, well, not all her friends. Only Twilight and Applejack don't cry. Twilight because she's pretty much dealt with this kind of crying before, and even though she feels for her, she doesn't really get affected by it. And with Applejack, she says that she cries on the inside. Okay, Einstein says...
Bullshit!
Thank you. So yeah, so she's completely depressed, and then she stops crying, and she finally realizes that she's gonna just have to let Tank sleep for the entire winter without her. And you know, yeah, so then winter finally comes, and yeah, so now they're just enjoying their winter, but somehow Rainbow Dash still feels really depressed on Tank, and she cries again after he finally goes hibernating. And, well, she cries for a little bit, and so after that, she pretty much reads to Tank and sits beside him by a tree, which he's pretty much going to sleep there until winter stops. And yes, the episode officially ends in kind of a little bit of a heartwarming way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So what are my overall thoughts on this episode? I can't say it's great. It's not. It doesn't have any great moments, and but that doesn't make it bad. I actually do think this is a very good episode, because this is an episode that really puts out the friendship between her and Tank, and that she really cares about him, and that she would do anything to, you know, make sure that he'll always be with him. And Tank also loves Rainbow Dash too. There is a very good connection with them, and it's kind of, you know, in a way of opposites attract. In a way that Rainbow Dash is really fast while Tank is really slow. It's in a way that their friendship, no matter what they are, they will always be friends, and they will always be by each other's side. When I looked at this is kind of reminding me of the friendship with Pikachu and Ash. It's very similar, and I really like this episode for that reason. I'm thinking that maybe people would have an issue with this episode, because things that Rainbow Dash does in this episode, she pretty much goes to the extreme, and she kind of looks like she's very selfish. What she's trying to do to stop Snow and literally be mean with her friends because she doesn't want to admit her feelings. But I don't think it was really that bad. I mean, I've been in some kind of situation like this where I didn't want someone to leave or someone to go. I would take like this kind of risk to do anything, but not too far. But I do know where her feelings are coming from. She's just trying to be with Tank, and because she really likes him. It's her friend. So yeah, I don't think it's a very perfect episode, but it's not a bad one either. I think that the emotions done in this episode, and I felt it was very heartwarming and very good. I don't think it's that bad, but you know, it's how the episode works. So yeah, that is my review of Tanks for the Memories. I think it's a good episode. Okay, Black Belt Dragon signing out. And I'll see you on the next episode. Episode 5 of MLP Friendship is Magic, Season 5. I will be seeing you in the next season, in the next episode. From what I heard, the next episode, from what I've heard of the description of the next episode, it's going to be Metal Gear Crusaders. Oh yeah.